Hello, welcome to our live stream. I got rid of that intro thing because there's always this weird sort of countdown, but there's always this flash, which is very strange. For some reason, I am not able to see my comments. I see somebody is here with us, but unfortunately, I cannot see my comments. Trying to figure that out. End stream, not yet. Aha, there we go. So welcome. When we get a couple of people here, then I will go ahead and share with you where I am. We are outside of Cape Town now. It's a little community. Hello, Alessio, dear. Hello, hello. We're outside of Cape Town now in a community called Kameki. It's got a really weird spelling. So there's a J in there. There's no K. Hello to two other people joining as well. Welcome. When we get a handful of people here, then I will show you where we are. We've rented a house that's not directly, hello, Dalvin. So we've rented a house that's not directly, hey, Michaela, on the beach, but it's a little bit away from the beach, like one row away. So upstairs on the terrace in the bedroom, we have a view of the ocean. Today we went out there and there were a bunch of surfers. It was so cool. I love watching surfers. I've tried to surf myself before, but I ate more water than surfed waves. So I've got 5 of you here. Let's go and take a look. Let me see if I can figure out how to change my camera. I've done this before, so surely I can do it again. Aha, here we go. Move back camera. Okay, so here we go. So this lighting is not so good, but we're here. This is like old sort of 17th century style Dutch home here. So cute. And then you see here the water, and over here a little bit this way today we're a bunch of surfers. Let me try to go over here. I want to avoid a spider. Yeah, you don't see any surfers now, but the waves were really big this morning. It was really pretty. And we watched surfers for probably about an hour. It's always fascinating. Let me turn my camera back around. And yeah, so hello to everyone who's able to make it today. Let me try to get back into our lesson here. I don't know what's going on. So settings. Aha. Hello, Yuki dear. So, como hago para aprender mal inglés? I do not speak Spanish, as you see. So if you're new here and you don't speak English, then just take it slowly and see what you can do. Yeah, just keep trying. So yeah, it's a really pretty location. Yeah. So, and we just take this little path and then we're right there on the beach. It's wonderful. So it's nice to take a nice drink and head to the beach at the end of the day and just have a nice little cocktail, although you're not supposed to do that, but you got to break the rules sometimes. Anyway, I have my quiz here. I have question number 10 hanging out here. Let me get rid of that real quick. So for those of you who, I'm really sorry that yesterday that I did not entiendo. I don't know what that means, my dear. Yeah, I'm really sorry wasn't such a great communicator. I didn't have a live stream. Mohammed wrote me and asked, where were you? I would love to. I, of course, would love to, but Iwa is kind of being a little bit more particular when it comes to live streams these days. So they don't really want to have 2 live streams every day. So if I do a live with Mike, then that counts as my live stream for the week, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have loved to have offered you another lesson. But I thought at least then today, let's do a quiz together. Whoever can make it, great. I've not done a quiz in a while, and I really love doing quizzes. I find them really fun and a nice way of learning English. Hello to you, William. Hello to you in Venezuela. Wonderful. I don't think that I've seen you here before, so that's nice. It's wonderful. Can you go back a little bit to show the right on the square? This is the bathroom window, so you can look out if that's what you mean. This is the bathroom window, so you can look out onto the ocean. And yeah, while you shower, it's a little creepy because there's a house there. So yeah, like I don't know. I like it when the windows fog up. Anyway, so I don't know, Mohammed, if that was your question or not. So we've got a quiz. I've got 10 questions for you. For those of you who are new here, I'm Jen. Let me pop up my little banner here so you can figure out who on earth I am. That is me down here at English with Jen 123. I teach conversation English. I love going live and offering free lessons to everyone. I feel like, if I can, I will. And next week I won't have any. Are you staying at a condo? This is a house, an Airbnb house. And so, yeah, we're here in this little area called Kameki. I should probably post a video, but there's really nothing here. It's houses. I think there's like one coffee restaurant, like a coffee shop, or maybe two restaurants. That's it. A surf shop. If you want to surf here, it's a great place to surf. I will not do that this time. I've chosen to live. I think life is a nice thing. And last time I surfed was several years ago, and I was horrible at it. But anyway, so I teach conversation English. I unfortunately will not be offering lessons most likely next week because on Monday we are flying to Botswana and we will go on safari. And when you go on safari, you do it twice a day. I'm not quite sure how often it will be, or like when we'll be like, hey, precious darling, welcome. So I thought, let me just squeeze in a quiz for us this week, our topic from last week, and I will offer a lesson again, a proper one when I'm in Qatar. Yes, so hopefully I'll have a cool window with a lot of stuff in the background to share with everyone. But next week will probably be complicated because we will be on safari and I don't know what the internet's like. I don't know when we'll be busy. And yes, Peter is providing a wonderful vacation for us. So the least I can do is to be available for our vacation. Let me pull up the first question for today. And like with these quizzes, a lot of people are like, why, how is this learning English? Finally, you're going on safari. Yeah, well, we went on one safari, or like a couple of safaris when we were in Uganda, but I've not posted much from that. I need to do that. But Botswana will be very, very, very safari. And it's the rainy season, so it'll be interesting. I guess they've had the most water that they've had in years. So hopefully all the animals will come and it'll be very easy to see them. I think we'll also do like a helicopter safari. So if I can go live in a helicopter, I will definitely do it. I probably will try to do that on YouTube. I'm just kind of over Instagram in many ways. It just doesn't help me very much. So so anyway, let me get rid of this banner that's going on and on here. If you don't already follow my account, I would love to have you on board. Let me pull up my first slide for today. With this lesson, like all my lessons, I love it when you contribute information to everything as well. So if you have anything to add, please feel free to do so. Our community here is about learning from each other, learning English together, and learning about each other's cultures. So the more you share, the happier I am, actually. Hello, Hilal. Hello, Martina. Nice to see you all. Oh, guys, thank you so much for showing up. It's very short notice, so thank you. So moving to our question here. What is unique about the nationality of someone from Taiwan? And can you give me a quick heads up? Can you see me? Because I sometimes have the issue on YouTube when I do this StreamYard service that it cuts me out and I don't realize until after the lesson. So if I need to move left or right or just stay where I am, please let me know. Give me a little feedback, please. Because yes, you see me. Thank you, Yuki, for the feedback. Awesome. Okay. So what is unique about the nationality of someone from Taiwan? Is it A, they have dual nationality? Actually, I need to pull up my answers here. I forgot to send my answers to myself. It's on center. Perfect. Thank you, dear. They have dual nationality by default. Their nationality is not recognized by the United Nations. They can choose between Chinese or Taiwanese nationality. In the right place. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Because I've had a live stream before where I had no idea that 90% of the lesson I was somewhere off in space. So that's kind of weird. So thank you. And let me see if my notes have synchronized, because I don't think that they have. And if they haven't, then I will need to go out really quickly and pull up all my notes, because I have so much extra information for us. For me, it's letter C. Okay, so you're guessing C. Back a little bit. Okay, I can go back a little bit. Yes, so let me go out really quickly. I'm here. I just need to pull out my notes, transfer my notes to my phone here. That was another little thing I had on the road. I'm not tech savvy, as many of you already know. And so I had the situation where hopefully now this is going to work. Nationality today. And now I can pull up my notes for everyone here. Sorry. Here we go. Letter C. Okay, William. Awesome. You're still here. So we have a B, we have a C, we have C. Any other guesses? And I will scroll down and get my notes pulled up for us and be able to tell you what the answer is. So nationality. Let's find number 1, and here we go. Oops. All right. So whoever guessed B, you are correct. So Yuki, you are correct. Their nationality is not recognized by the United Nations. I was so surprised about that. So I find that really, really, yeah. And by default, I just wanted to point out they have dual nationality by default. If anything is by default, then that means automatically. So they're automatically. So if you're born in the United States and you have 2 American parents, by default, you are American, right? So automatically. So yeah, they're not recognized. So it's sometimes complicated for people from Taiwan to travel. I found that really interesting and kind of strange. All right, let's move on to number 2. And we are heading to, this is kind of fun. And I want to pull up a video for us, see if we can find it, because this is one of those that I'm kind of curious about what this is like. All right. So which country is known for its unique cultural tradition of throat? This is your throat singing, practiced by its indigenous people. And indigenous are the people that are originally there. So Native Americans are indigenous people of North America, for example. You can have indigenous plants, you can have indigenous animals, so anything that originally came from someplace. A couple of good vocabulary words here for us. Is it Mongolia, Switzerland, or Greenland? Oh, thank you. You're sweet to say that. Thank you. So what are we guessing here? Do you think it's Mongolia, Switzerland, or Greenland? And I want to try to find a video for us, because I am curious what throat singing sounds like. What are you guessing? A, B, or C? What can you tell me? And I'm going to try to find a video and try not to tell you what the answer is, because I'm so bad at these quizzes. I always want to leak the answer. So I don't know what, have any comments coming in. A, B, or C? Wow. YouTube knew right away what I was looking for. All right. So Martha, you're going with A. Hello, Martha. So let's see. So yeah, China claims Taiwan as part of China. Taiwan claims they are an independent country. Right, Yuki, exactly. I think the people in Taiwan feel like they are the true Chinese people, and the Chinese in China beg to differ. So it's a complicated thing. So we have 2 A's, we have a C. Do we have any other guesses? Mongolia, and the people from Mongolia are Mongolians. From Switzerland, they are Swiss. From Greenland, what are they? I think they're Greenlanders. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll look at that in a minute too. So the answer is actually A, Mongolian. And I have pulled up a video for us. So Mongolian throat singing on a huge rock. We have to hear this, right? I'm probably going to go in YouTube hell for showing another video, but fast forwards. That sounds really cool. Wow, it doesn't even sound like a human voice somehow. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that's the Mongolian throat singing. Those are the people that are, known to do that. And a couple quizzes ago, we had I think it was in Spain somewhere, and I think also in Turkey they do this as well, where people who live in mountains whistle. They whistle and they have different whistle tones that they can use to speak to each other. I also find that very interesting as well. Different area, I guess it's using more your mouth and breathing. And this one is using your throat. All right, so let's head on to number 3. Let me see what I've got for you here and see where we're headed. Okay, so which country has more of its nationals living abroad than within its own borders? Okay, so to simplify this, which country, Ireland, India, or Mexico, has more people that live abroad rather than in their entire country? What do you think? Okay, so wow, right? Yes. So, okay, Martha, you're guessing India. All right, let me pull up my answers here and extra info for us. Any other guesses? Where do you think, where the people the majority of them live in other countries than in, so if you were to add up the number of people who live abroad, it's more than who live actually in the country. We have 1 vote for India. Any other votes? I'm going to take a sip of water. Well, people might be typing letters. I don't know. Yuki's going with A, Ireland. Okay. So let's see. So the answer is actually A, Ireland. Yep, William, you're right. So Ireland. So there are more people that live outside of Ireland than inside of Ireland. Of course, a lot of Irish people live in the United States. They live in the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia. And I thought this was interesting as well, that India has the largest global diaspora. And diaspora is a nice word. This is a group of people that live elsewhere, that have left their country. Diaspora. Actually, diaspora, I think, is the pronunciation. Diaspora. And so India has the largest global diaspora in absolute numbers, with approximately 35.4 million people of Indian origin living outside of the country. So that's a lot. So India, you guessed India. Okay, so the correct answer was Ireland. So it was A. And yeah, the largest number in total for people living outside the country is India. But if you were to add up all of the Irish people living abroad, it would equal more than the people that actually live in Ireland. So a slightly different take on this question. Now I have a nice little true-false question for us. My Italian friends will appreciate this, maybe. Let's see. All right. Liechtenstein and San Marino do not automatically grant citizenship to people born there. Is this true or false? What can you tell me? And if you know anything about citizenship in this country, then let me know. Hello to you, Hatoko, darling. Welcome, sweetie. So what do you think? Liechtenstein and San Marino you do not automatically get citizenship. You're not granted, you are not given citizenship to people born there. Is this true or false? What do you think? And I'm going to look up what people in Greenland are called. I think Greenlanders, I don't know. Just guessing. Okay. All right. Sure. This is all about guessing. This is, really not about getting it right. So what are people from Greenland called? I could do a really bad joke here right now, thinking of Trump, but no. What are people from Greenland called? So the nationality. False. Okay, so we have a true, we have a true, we have a false. A, true, just a hunch. So people from Greenland are called Greenlanders. Their nationality, and their nationality is Greenlandic. Greenlandic. Okay, interesting. All right. So moving back to our quiz, the answer is hello, Lorena, darling. Welcome, welcome. B. So we have a lot of A's and B's, so it's kind of mixed here. Sorry, my nose is itching. Let's say we have a guy, this is very like 50-50, I would even say. So the answer is actually true. It is not automatically granted. So for Liechtenstein, you have to either have your parents have to be from Liechtenstein, or you have to have lived there for 30 years, and then you may become a Liechtensteiner. And with San Marino, same route. San Marino, let's see what that was. Hold on. In San Marino, the same rule applies. You have to have, and this is a new word, you have to have San Marina's parents to live there for a long time to get citizenship. So your parents have to have also lived there for a long period of time. And this is a new word for me. So for those of you who speak Italian, probably not. So jus sanguinis, I will write it, didn't know this word, means that a person typically acquires citizenship through parentage rather than birth in the country. So in Liechtenstein, if your parents are Americans, you are American, unless you have lived there for 30 years, and then I guess you can apply for citizenship. So okay, it's similar to Japanese citizenship. So do you have to, so and I guess in the States as well, right? I mean, you can't just, I don't know, because there's it's always going back and forth with these things. Because maybe if you're born, I know it used to be if you were born in the United States, then you're automatically a citizen, but maybe not your parents. Let's look it up because I'm kind of curious to see what that is. And let me write this word that I learned that you probably all know, and I look foolish. So let's see. So it's jus sanguinis. Jus sanguinis, meaning that a person typically acquires citizenship through parentage rather than birth in the country. It's a new word for me. Probably not you, and I'll write it here, sanguinis, and I'm sure I will forget this by next week. So let's not hold our breaths here. But anyway, here it is, and I'm going to take a look really quickly and see what it's like in the States. Is that not? Why is that not going through? Aha, here we go. Okay, so let's see. I will ask the bot if you are born in the States, are you automatically a citizen? Let's see what it has to say. What are we guessing? Do you think that if you're born in the States that you're automatically an American citizen or something different? What do you think? Let's take a little poll. I have my answer here. If you're born in the States, does it matter or does it not matter? Oh, and then we have this is another new word, another Latin word. So yes. So you think that you have automatic right to citizenship. Okay. So whoever is thinking, yes, you are correct. So yes, if you're born in the United States, you are automatically a U.S. citizen. And this is a new word for me as well. That's jus soli. So the right of soil. But who knows what's going to happen with Trump, right? To get Japanese citizenship, you have to have at least one Japanese parent. Birthplace doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter, Yuki, then if you live there for 30 years, you have to have at least one Japanese parent. Is that correct? But I read that's about to change with the new president's policies. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that's okay. Let's not go there. It's too depressing. All right, so let's see. Let's move on to number 5. And we're heading, where are we heading? We're heading to the first cookbook. Thank you, Yuki. So yes, so you have to have one person who is a Japanese citizen to be considered a Japanese person. All right, here we go. Which nationality is credited with inventing the world's first known cookbook dating back to the second millennium BCE? And just as a reminder, this BCE is before the Common Era. So that means before this is like after the birth of Jesus, so the Common Era, when we've started counting the Gregorian calendar, I guess. But it's now, this is, so actually this is before he was born, not after, excuse me, before the Common Era, and not after, because we used to say BC and AD, and this was very religious, and for scholars and stuff that have a different religion than Christianity, it wasn't very inclusive. And so a number of years ago, they changed it to before the Common Era and CE Common Era. So we live in the Common Era. We do not live in BCE because that was before Christ was born, or before we commonly started counting time. All right, so here we go. We have Egyptians, so that's what Alessio's going with. The Chinese or the Babylonians? What do you think? And Yuki, I so thought of you when I wrote this, because I think it would be so much fun if you could find a recipe from this first cookbook and make it. I thought that would be so exciting for you. Hitoko, you're going with Babylonian. So we have a vote for A for Egyptian. We have Babylonian. We have Babylonian. Who else do we have any other answers here? Which nationality is credited with inventing the world's first known cookbook dating back to the second millennium BCE? Yuki's going with A as well. And our answer is actually the Babylonians. So Yuki, maybe you can find a Babylonian recipe from the second millennium. I thought that would be so fun. So do I have anything else that I can? Okay, so the first known cookbook is attributed to the ancient Babylonians, and it dates back to around the second millennium BCE. It is written on clay tablets. So clay is like the material you can make a pot out of, and they would write on tablets on sort of square-shaped clay, or rectangular maybe, and it provides instructions for preparing various recipes, including stews and breads. Ancient cookbook. Yes, exactly. So maybe that's a fun thing. The Babylonians, maybe you can find that on ChatGPT or something. So the answer was C, and we are heading now, we're still sticking around the second BCE, or second century BCE. Yeah. All right, so let's go back. We're heading on to number 6, sticking in this time zone. So which nationality is believed to have invented the first form of paper dating back to the 2nd century BCE, was it the Egyptians, the Chinese, or the Indians? What would you say? What can you tell me? What are your guesses? So Muhammad is going with C, the Indians. Any other guesses? What do you think? It's hot out here. This was a bad idea. I need some coverage. Hold on, let me see if I can move this a little bit. Okay. So Hitoko's going with A, Muhammad's going with C. What do you think? So Indians, we have A, Egyptians, Lorena's going with B, the Chinese, and the first people to have invented paper, as far as we know, 2nd century BCE, it happens to be the Chinese. This was during the Han Dynasty. All right, moving on. This is so funny. I have to share a video of this with you. If you do not know this, you need to know this, because it's just too good to believe that it's actually true. Okay, let me find my slide here. Okay, so which country is known for the traditional practice of wife carrying? Yes, I'm reading this correctly. Wife, so not husband, wife, where the male competitors race while carrying a female teammate. Is it Sweden, Norway, or Finland? And if you have never seen this, this is about the funniest thing on the planet. So still guesses coming in for the first one. But so one of these countries has the traditional practice where the wife is put over the shoulders of the husband, and they run and they climb things and they go through water, and it's this whole race, and they have to carry their wife. I have to find a video because it's so hilarious. Okay, so let's see. We have B with Norway. We have C. Um, Iso-san, welcome. I didn't know you were here. So we have Finland. A from Otoko, Sweden. Yuki saying C. So the answer is actually C, Finland. And so in Finland hosts the championships of wife carrying on an international sport originating in, oh my goodness, I'm going to kill this word, Sankejärvi, where male competitors race carrying female teammates. So let me find a video of this for you because you have to see this. It doesn't look real. And in some competitions that I've learned, that I've watched, because it is so great to watch, that the prize is you win your wife's weight in beer. So I've seen those competitions, and there's so many, right, Martha? Norway or Finland? So it's Finland. Let me find it. Hold on. Let me find it first, because for those of you who've not seen it, this is so good. You have to Google this. You have to take a look on YouTube. So let's do wife carrying. It's first thing that pops up here. All right, here we go. Finland hosts wife carrying competition. So there we go. Can you see that? I didn't know if you can. Hold on, let me see if I can. Is that better? I don't think I want that. Okay, so I don't want to go in YouTube jail by sharing another video, but wife carrying competition in Finland, if you look it up on YouTube, you will laugh, I'm sure. Oh my God, that's a lot of beer. With me, yeah, I've gained a lot of weight. Poor wife. I know, it's so horrible. She's upside down. I would have red spots all over my face from broken capillaries or whatever. It would be horrible. Yeah. So if you want to Google that later on, wife carrying competitions in Finland, have fun with that one. It's an actual thing that they do, and I think it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool that they do something like that. It's so, yeah, out of the box as far as sports competitions go. I don't know how they came up with that. I wonder. I thought another interesting point here, because sometimes I have these things where I have questions myself, so I look them up because I think they're interesting. So Finland is Nordic, right? But it is not Scandinavian. So Scandinavian countries happen to be Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. So Finland is Nordic, part of the Nordic area, but it is not Scandinavian. Nobody asked this, but these are things I look up because I think, I don't know, it's kind of fun. So sticking in the Nordic region, I have another question for us. Let's see. So which nationality is known for its long-standing tradition? So long-standing means like this has been going on a long time. Sauna bathing, which dates back over 2,000 years. So is it the Finnish people, the Icelandic people, or Swedish people? Which people have been hanging out in saunas for over 2,000 years, have had this practice of doing sauna or going in a sauna, I guess, for over 2,000 years? And if you want, so that we add this is to more of a practicing the English language. Hey, Natalia, sweetie, welcome. Then feel free to let me know, is going in the sauna part of the tradition in your country? What is it like? Yes. So we have A, Finnish, B, Icelandic, Finnish. So which country kind of cemented this for themselves as being the first people to really take this on? For those of you who guessed Finland, You are correct. So again, we're sticking in Finland. In the Finnish culture, it is a very important part of the culture. I think they even do business in saunas. It's like, you get your business partners together. The thing for me as a prudish American, I will write down this word prude, and the adjective is prudish, is when you're kind of like, oh, I don't want that. So I'll give you an example, and then it's easier. Finnish, exactly. So the Finnish culture, 2,000 years of going into saunas. And so for me as an American, it's like, I would not get naked in a sauna. In Germany, they do that. In Finland, I think they do. I don't know. But what about in your culture? Do you have saunas? Do you go in the sauna in a bathing suit or with a towel? Do you go naked? I'm too prudish for that. I hate it. I think that's like, I would never want to go in a sauna with people I'm doing business being naked, where I don't see the appeal in that. Like, no, thank you. But no judging, to each his own. Just I'm too prudish for that. Finnish. So, what is it like in your country? Do you go into saunas? Do you do this regularly? What do you wear? Do you care? Would you go into a sauna with your business colleagues naked? Would that be cool? Yeah, I don't know. So let me know about that. Maybe this is all too much information for everyone, but I think it's kind of an interesting question. See where we are here as a little group. I definitely would not be one of them. I always have this with Peter because in Germany they love to get naked. I don't, and as an American, it's like the last thing on earth that we want to do. We're just very, I don't know, prudish. And so we always have these kinds of conversations. We're trying to figure out, And it's never really a right or a wrong. It's just what you're used to. Okay, so let's see. Maybe you can tell, we'll move on to number 9. If you're still writing, yes, we have a sauna gown or a swimsuit. Oh, thank goodness. I could go into a sauna in Japan. So yeah, I'm just too British. So let's see. Let's move on to the next one. If you want to comment on that, then wonderful. If not, fair enough. Don't worry. So let's see. Number 9. Which nationality is recognized for developing the world's first known university, founded in the 9th century? So this would be the 9th century BCE, before the Common Era. So was it Indians who did this, Egyptians, or Moroccans? What can you tell me? Or a towel. Ah, thank goodness. So let's see. What can you say? What can you tell me? Indians, Egyptians, or Moroccans to form the first university? What are you guessing? So let's see. As our son is saying A, so Indians. Okay, let's get maybe 2 more guesses. Maybe you can tell me. And if you have anything else that you would like to add to this about education or universities in your country, feel free. So with close friends, only wearing a swimsuit or a towel. Yes. I love my prudish people. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. I think everybody should do what they feel like. But yeah, I'm yeah. Anyway, so A, so everybody's saying A, Indians. Okay, lots of people saying A's. Okay. Everybody who said A, you're wrong. It's actually C, Moroccans. So the University of Al Qaryanying, I don't know how to say this, in Fez, Morocco, was founded in 859 BCE and is considered the world's oldest continually operating university. So in Morocco, that'd be a cool place to visit. And wonder, yeah, they must have beautiful buildings to be so old. All right, moving on now. And this is another one where it would be really cool to get feedback about what it's like in your country. Heading on to legal voting age. So what can you tell me here? Last one for the day. And then I'm getting out of the sun. I do have SPF 50, but I'm really sweaty now. That's not very attractive. Sorry about that. Okay, so which nationality has a legal voting age? I'm in my own personal sauna here. Which nationality has a legal voting age of 16, making it one of the lowest in the world? So at 16, somebody can vote if they are Austrian, Scottish, or Argentinian. What do you think? What do you think? What can you tell me? Let's see. What can you tell me? I'm not sure if these answers are for the new question or for the old one. C question mark Argentinian. I guess, Muhammad, that's for Argentinian, and I guess so. Anna, hello to you. Welcome. C Argentinian. A lot of people going with A, with C. Sorry, Argentinian. All right. So Argentinians. So for those of you who guessed Argentinian, nice try, but it's actually Austrians. So in Austria, citizens aged 16 and over are eligible to vote in national elections, a progressive stance that encourages early civic engagement. So that's very early, I find. I even find 18 pretty early, but yeah, I guess maybe they educate their people better about politics. I really think that would be a wonderful thing in school if they could present political topics in a neutral way so people could really be educated about it. I sometimes find in a democracy there are topics that I really shouldn't be voting on. I don't know. In Argentina too. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay. So, all right. Excuse me about that. So you can vote at the age of 16. That's very early. Hi, Katerina, darling. It's a very early to vote. Good. Yes, I think so too. In the States, it's 18. In Germany, it's 18. What about in your country? Which age can you vote? And do you have education in school, or is this something that you need to learn on your own about political matters, political issues? So yes, so 18 years old in Japan. So I think so too. Sorry, I have some of my eyes. In India, it's 18. Aha, okay. So a lot of places it's 18. Do you have extra education when it comes to learning about politics? I feel like in the States, not really. And it's the news, as you probably know, is very one side or the left. So it's really difficult to get neutral news. And you typically end up sort of on the political side of your parents, just because that's what you do. Religion, sports, and politics. It seems to go within the family, which I think is slightly unfortunate. So in Colombia, it's 18, 18 in Italy too. Sorry, folks. They can vote, but they can't get a license to drive. So Anna, at which age can you drive in Argentina? I'm just so curious. Okay, cool. In Germany, driving is at 18 as well. In America, it's 16. They want people on the road. So yeah. So this is our little quiz for today. If you have anything that you would like to add, then 18. Okay. So then I would love to hear what you have to say. If you have anything you want to share about your nationality, if you have a quiz question that you can ask for us, that would be so cool. If you have your own that you want to come up with, you don't have to come up with answers, but you could just have a question and we can guess. No pressure, but this is our lesson together. So yeah, I would like to give you that opportunity. Yeah. And just as a reminder, I will definitely not have a live stream on EWA next week. I might go live one more time this week, maybe with Mike with a news thing. I don't know yet. Maybe next week. I don't know. We will be on safari in Botswana. I'm not really sure what the internet situation is there. In Uganda, it was pretty spotty, so it was not so easy to go live, so I didn't do that. It might be better there. I have no idea, but I will try to bring you more content and stuff where I could see. There's not extra education in Italy. Yes, you're welcome, darling. When are you coming home? We'll be home on the 21st of March, so we have another 15 days, I think. What is today? The date today, or 16 days? 16 more days of workcation, and I don't know. We're enjoying it so much. We're kind of like, do we want to go home? No, I really miss my kids. I miss my kids. I want to see them. I'd like to know how you planned the trip. So the thing with our trip is that this is actually a trip. The part in Uganda was actually supposed to be last year. And also with this part in Cape Town. We had planned that for last year, and then we couldn't go for lots of reasons. I'm going to try to find shade. This is brutal. So we try to, hold on. We're going inside. This is just too hot. Okay. So here we are. We wanted to do this last year and it didn't work out. So basically we did the first half of our trip now was already planned, was already paid for. So we just added on this extra bit just now. And we went through a travel agent for Uganda and also for Botswana. Everything in Cape Town, that's, of course, we just did on our own. Just found some Airbnbs and stuff and just, yeah. So, yeah, any other questions? Otherwise, I will say goodbye. If you don't mind, if you could please like this video. It helps to push it. My videos here are not doing so well for some reason. So it is what it is. I don't really care at the end of the day. But okay, then again, I do because I wouldn't ask. So yes, I'm going to go dry my face off. I've been in my own personal sauna here. Not very pleasant, but have a good day. Take care and see you all soon. I hope. I will keep you posted, most likely on Instagram, to let you know when I will go live with Mike and if I throw in an extra live. If I can go live on Safari, if I have good Wi-Fi, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. I will try to do that, but I will keep you posted. I tried to go live in Uganda, but in the middle of the jungle, and their Wi-Fi connection, their internet connection is really, really super simple. So that was a little bit, of being very optimistic on my part. So yeah, anyway, but I will try to keep you informed and up to date and part of my journey. So thank you everyone for your participation. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.